Oh, Ethereum leading the charge. Is Bitcoin going to be following? Hello Adrian, and welcome back to my channel once again. Hope you are all doing well on this beautiful Friday evening, or well, the first day of the weekend or the last day of the week, whatever how you want to look at things. Hope you are all doing well, and welcome once again. Quite a lot to be going through, so first let me welcome the hardcore crew, of course. Hi Gita, hi Cedric, hi Tina. Welcome to the channel once again, and let's take a look on some COVID numbers while maybe the rest of the hardcore crew is slowly trickling in with a little bit of a delay. So let's take a look on the infographics once again. Let's refresh it. So we are at 4.5 million cases right now in the US, 2.6 in Brazil, and India 1.6 million. So that hasn't changed that much. South Africa and Mexico is now, one of those countries that are coming up really quickly as well right now. Hi Alvin, hi Teach Info. Let's take a look on how it looks like on the chart. Most probably nothing very different, but let's go through it. So we are at over 17.297 million cases over the world. That is definitely not good. And as you can see, if we are looking just at the charts, well, no need to be explaining that much. It is not very well. All right, so anyways, quite a lot to be going through, so I want to go back for first a little bit about yesterday. Hi Lex, hope you're doing well. About yesterday, what we were talking about, well, we were talking about that most likely Bitcoin is going to be ranging, and this is basically what we are seeing, right? A pretty much ranging on the top of the level, which is obviously quite bullish, because, well, when we are, more leaning, trying to be breaking the upside, the more bullish it becomes, right? Then more towards the downside. So that's pretty logical. But like I have explained yesterday and the day before, we are creating this beautiful range pattern, and that's basically what I've been trying to be scalping, right? And as you know, yesterday I took a scalp from this position here on the S1 position, and I told you guys that we will most likely be retesting 11,200 or the top or the R1 area here, and that's basically what happened as well, as you can see. So once again, a beautiful trade that is working out. And actually this morning I tried to do the same, waiting for it to come back at like 10.9 once again, but obviously it didn't go down all the way. It only went to 10,970, sadly enough, or else we would have made another nice scalp towards the upside, because, well, as you can see, it's back once again towards the upside. So like I said, I don't expect this ranging to be becoming any different until, of course, the monthly close, right? So I think tomorrow it's going to be super important, because not only the monthly close is going to be ending, but also the monthly close for the traditional markets and the weekly close for the traditional markets. So that's basically going to be the big factor, right? So, but in terms of like for Bitcoin, like I said, I do think that we will have a very nice monthly close. Fingers crossed, of course, because we still have one day to go, right? So basically from now until 8 o'clock in the morning for the cryptocurrency market, right? So until 8 o'clock in the morning, then we have our monthly close. And like I've said before, what are we just looking at is basically a close on the monthly just above the previous body of the 1st of June in 2019, right? So a close above, let's call it 10,800. Let's call it 10,800. A close above 10,800 would be super good, and that would mean that we would most likely have continuation next month as well towards a higher points towards the higher side. And well, we have basically that's basically what we hope that we are going to be seeing. But like I said, I want to be seeing it first before anything else. Crazier things have happened before, so don't count anything out just yet. Let's see if it happens first. Hi Anton. You see a small head and shoulders. Where do you see a small head and shoulders? On the which time frame? You mean on the 4-hour time frame? You mean this pattern that you're thinking? Like this? You mean? So, oops, sorry. So yeah, triple top, a triple top, triple top. Yeah, all of that might be correct. To be honest, but like I said, I do believe that we will have a pullback. I do believe that we have a pullback, but first we're gonna have a nice momentum push up towards. I do think that most likely during the night later on we will be seeing retesting that 11.5 or 11 point, even 11.6 is possible, like a wick above or something like that, or you know, somewhere around that area towards the top, like 11.4 is also possible, of course, right? So somewhere around that area, and I do believe that after we close a very nice monthly close, we will have that retest, right? So Anton, let's say that this is a head and shoulders, right? Like you're saying, this is a head and shoulders. Let's say this is a head and shoulders, and we form something like this, right? Or a triple top or whatever it is. So let's make a measured move from that line, right? So if we are making a measured move from this top, and let's say we break all the way down, what do we see? What is the expected area that we are seeing? 10,550. Well, that matches pretty much the area that we have been looking for a while, right? So that would mean that basically we would be doing something like this, slowly moving towards the upside, and then a test of this beautiful area of the 10.5k ish area. So what you're saying is basically what I think is going to be happening as well, and it's something that we are thinking. Teach info, you are short from 10,120. I can't really say anything about that. I do believe that we will have a push higher, but if you are, let's say if you don't get liquidated or anything like that above 10.5, 10.6, I guess you can take the risk, but there's also a chance that it breaks up above it as well, right? So I don't know. I can't give you that kind of information or anything like that. For now, it's like what Anton and Cedric are saying. If we are looking at the short term, this is looking some sort of like a head and shoulders type of or a triple tops type of pattern that we are seeing, and then most likely we will end up here, back down here towards that 10,500 ish area. That's where basically I want to see that beautiful bounce, right? So why is that 10,500 area very, very important? Well, let's go over it one more time because it's really important that we see it. Why that area is so important and critical. As you can see here, this is where the area where it got rejected down. This is the area where it got rejected down. This is the area where it got rejected down. This is the area where it got rejected down. So basically, that is the at least four spots where basically we got rejected down, meaning heavy resistance. So if now that we have broken up above it, which was the critical thing, right? That's the reason why last week I was saying, like, well, we need to be closing above 10,500 or that green box to be going to 11,500, and that's the reason why. And now that we have broken above it, the question is, can this be swapped into support, right? So from resistance, flipping that into support, that is basically very strong, and then from there we go up, of course, right? So that's basically what I'm expecting to see. So some more ranging later on today, close tomorrow. Let's see. Like I said, we can't really predict that it will happen, right? But If the monthly close is really good, I do believe that then we will see a pullback, and eventually next week over the over the next couple of days back to this area. And I want to see this area tested, and I want to see this area holding. That would be a perfect hold. If this area holds, then yeah, we can start thinking about moon boy targets, of course, right? Moon boy targets. So that's basically what I'm looking at right now, and that's basically where I am trying to position myself in. Another thing that also can happen is, of course, that we just break above this 11,500. If we do immediately break above this 11,500 area, which is a very strong resistance point for over 2.5 years, basically, that we've got distribution on that area, is immediately towards the 12,000, and then a small pullback, and actually, yeah, moving on upwards more towards most likely 13,000 and beyond, to be honest. So I want to be very, very, very well positioned for that as well. On the other hand, if we start closing below this green box here, things will look very, very bad very, very quickly. So keep that in mind as well. If we do start closing below that box, most likely we'll be heading towards the downside, the lower 9,000 and the bottom end of this this channel once again. And then if we are making the measured moves from this channel towards the downside, then of course, if that breaks down, we can look at targets of like something like back to 7,400, 7,300 area. But on the other hand, if we are breaking towards the upside, as you can see, I've drawn it out already, then we can see targets towards the 13,900 near the 14,000, right? So what is going to be happening is, yeah, that's the main question, right? So what I expect is, because the reason why I do believe that we will have a not immediate break towards the upside, I'm not saying that it's not possible, I'm just saying that the probabilities are a little bit on the lower end. The reason why is because if you are looking at our RSI structure right now here, that's that's not really the structure that we are looking at to be, you know, breaking some sort of strong resistance. So what I'm hoping or expecting is, like I said, some sideways movement, make a nice monthly candle close, make a small pullback, and some sort of like a bull flag basically on the RSI, and then we break up and break that pesky 11,500 area towards the top side. I mean, that seems to me a very, very, very likely and very probable scenario. So that's basically what I'm looking at right now. So I think that's very clear. If we close and break above 11,535, I'll just click long. And other than that, I'll be waiting for the price to come back down towards around this green box here, around the 10.5 area, and then click long from there. And if we do close below that area, I'll be switching it over into a short. That's as simple as that, basically, for Bitcoin. And exciting times. And I mean, the amount of opportunities that we had in these days is just amazing. It has been really, really amazing, because, well, mainly because of Ethereum. And as you know, yesterday I was longing both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I was telling you guys, like, okay, well, Ethereum is most likely going to be like 330, even 333 or something like that. And what happened? It just smashed all expectations and went to 342. So I closed my long a little bit too early, sadly enough. And as you can see right now, basically, so don't look at this don't look at this channel first, right? So this is basically what happened. We broke out of this triangle that we've drawn yesterday, this huge, humongous green candle here, and then basically right now what we're seeing is another channel that we are creating. And then, as you can see here, we are actually breaking above this channel as well. So when it broke above this channel, I just clicked long once again. So I'm currently back in a long once again for Ethereum. And, well, basically, where do I see this going? Well, most likely this is going towards 360, actually, to be honest. So this is looking really good. What it can do is, of course, like go to 350 first, make a small pullback back to the trend support, and then go on towards the 360. But I do believe that 360 or something like that
is quite possible. Definitely with this RSI structure that we are seeing, it still has a lot of space, as you can see, a lot of room to be going towards the top or the bullish zone here. So there's a lot of space to be going there. So because Ethereum did that, Bitcoin is most likely going to be following or going. But the question, the thing is, isn't going to be doing it immediately now. I don't think so, because you also have to understand, if all the money is moving towards something or is, you know, trending into something, it goes in rotations, right? You can't have much money going, all the money going into ETH, all the money and going into Bitcoin and so on. So it's more like one will take the charge and then it will cool down, and then the next one will take the charge and then it will cool down. So if you remember yesterday, like a couple of days ago, when I was taking that trade for Bitcoin and we went all the way to 11.3, then Ethereum only went to here to 325 or something like that, right? So a lot less. So, and then now yesterday Ethereum went all the way up to 340, but Bitcoin only went up to 11,200, for example, right? So it's just basically taking turns. So what I'm thinking right now is Ethereum is gonna make that big gigantic move, you know, towards the upside, and Bitcoin is gonna just basically ranging and then cool down, right? So, and then it cools down. After it cools down, basically continuation towards the upside, right? So yeah, I think a lot of exciting times should be coming, but like I said, I just trade my zones. If it happens, then it happens, and then I'll be making that trade, right? So like I said, for example, here, this is it breaks the channel, and then I'll just enter my long position. That's just how I trade. It's just as simple as that. Another trade that I was in this morning was Link. So if you watched my video yesterday, I told you guys there's two areas that I'm looking at. I think yesterday the price was around here for Link. Let's go back in time, and then we can see it. Yeah. So here, the price was here at this pivot point here, as you can see, and I told you guys I'm waiting for two things to happen: either going back here towards this purple line towards the downside. Right? If price would go here, I would definitely long it from here, of course, because even if it doesn't break the top side, it can make that move back towards this top of this falling wedge. But if it breaks out of this falling wedge, 1 second, if it breaks out of this falling wedge structure, then I'm looking for a long as well from here towards the upside as well. So basically, close. This morning when I woke up, here when it was pushing up towards and breaking up towards that the resistance line, I just took my long from there, and then I just took profit here at around 7.8 ish or something like that. Just a quick scalp towards the top side. But to be honest, everything is still looking okay for Link. As long as we are closing. So if the next candle closes above the R2 here, it most likely will have enough strength to basically be going up a little bit higher as well. So but I think it's very, very near there right now, like in terms of like the strength of where it's going, because, well, like I said, when something is like huge, humongous, like Ethereum pulling all the powers and sucking up all the powers, then yeah, the rest of the team, the rest of the altcoins are going to be suffering a little bit, right? So anyways, very interesting to see also the Bitcoin dominance. As you can see here, it went up very high, got rejected, but now it's quite low. Back once again, it went quite substantially down as well. But yeah, at one point, like I said, I think this is a good time for alts once again, and then it's gonna do something like this once again, and then it's all Bitcoin once again. So be very, very careful as well if you are trading any altcoins, because if Bitcoin is going to be making that move, then you know, altcoins are going to be not doing as great as Bitcoin. So all your money should be going back into Bitcoin. Anyways, another chart that I've been looking for my altcoin for today is actually VChain, because once again it's forming this downwards channel as well. So exactly the same strategy that I'm waiting for. Either we are going to be breaking to, most likely, because everything is quite bullish. I'm waiting for a break towards the upside here, where we'll be going towards the upside as well, right? So just patiently waiting for VeChain to be closing candles outside of this channel as well. If it doesn't, then there's no trade to be done or to be made. But I'm keeping my eye on it. I'm keeping my eye on it closely, because this if it does break up, let's make a measured move here. If it does break up, we have let's say it comes here, we have a potential that it comes back to the previous high here of this body here, so around the 0.02 cents, right? So let's see. That's quite interesting as well. Why I think the altcoins are not gonna increase in price? Well, I do think that they will be increasing in price. In terms of it depends on what pairing you're looking at. So in terms of BTC pairing, it's not gonna be increasing, of course, because if Bitcoin moons, then BTC pairing is gonna be very bad for altcoins. It will be going up, but you have to understand most of the altcoins are, the hype is over. The people are not as stupid as in 2017 or 2018 anymore. So I don't believe that there will be a couple of projects that are going to be doing well, yeah, right, and there will be very, very, very doing pretty in terms of like gaining. But I still believe that I only trade where most of the money is in, and most of the liquidity is in. So I'm more focused on Bitcoin than on anything else, to be honest. But yeah, here and there, when altcoins are doing well, I do keep an eye on it, and I just scalp. And I actually only take altcoins where that I can trade in USD pairing, because I'm not interested in gaining more satoshis. I'm not interested in gaining more of that altcoin or anything like that. I'm just interested in gaining more money. So that's the reason why I'm trading, to be honest. Well, most of the money, well, that's just the market cap, right? Silverflex. If you are looking at the market cap of a token, you can see how much money there is in that token. So, yeah, the number one is Bitcoin, and the number two is Ethereum. So that's basically it. So exciting times for Ethereum holders. This looks quite good. I think I think Ethereum is leading the charge right now. But it will cool down most likely tomorrow, later tonight, in the next couple of days. Cool down. Bitcoin is going to be taking over, and then and so on and so on and so on. Top 10 is reliable is a big word, but well, you'll have less risk in trading them, of course. I don't, all of those DeFi things. I understand that that DeFi is is the hype right now, but I think it's gonna be crash and burn at one point. So I don't think it's sustainable. So let's see. I'm sure that a lot of people are able to make money from it, like a substantial amount of money. And what I would be doing is, if you are able to be making money, if you're quick enough on the trigger to be making money on those projects, good for you, right? For me, I want to be doing something that I can pay the bills on a consistent basis, on a substantial basis, as low risk. Low is a very, very, very tricky word when you're trading, when you're a trader. So, but minimize, let's put it like it, minimize the risk as much as possible. Let's put it like that. I'm not the kind of person who's that greedy. And when I understand how the FOMO works, right? You hear from like your friends, oh my god, I just 100x'd because I bought this shitty token, and blah blah blah. But yeah, and then you feel like, oh shit, I missed out. I could have made that 100x as well. Why didn't I do that? Blah blah blah. But that's not my that's not my style. My style is to be becoming a better trader, becoming a consistent trader, and making money, right? Yes, you Silverflix. I am a full-time trader. I've been a full-time trader for the past close to 5 years now, or something like that. So yes, it's my work or my job. Let's put it like that. How about funding rate? Yes, thanks. Funding rate is something that is important, of course, because, well, if you have too many longs, then there's a possibility that there will be a squeeze towards the downside, a push towards the downside to get that liquidity. And if there's too many shorts, then there could be a push towards the upside to get squeeze the shorts out of the liquidity as well. And you see that a lot of times, mostly during the weekends when the volume is a little bit lower on the lower end. But to be honest, during the week you can have that as well. I think yesterday was a perfect example. When you saw this candle here, it pushed down, as you can see, it wicked down outside of the range very, very quickly, and then it pushed immediately back up, right? So I don't have any opinion on any exchanges or anything like that. Silverflix, you should be doing what you want to be doing. I don't want to be the reason is I don't want to be promoting any exchanges or any platforms or something like that. I want this as how do you say it, as non commercial as possible, as non-commercial as possible. Yeah. Yes. Anyways, so for Bitcoin, I do believe, like I said, I do believe that we'll have a push towards 11.3, 11.4, something like that. It's very, very, very possible towards the top of this channel here. Do I believe that it will break this channel? Like I said, with that with the RSI this high, I don't think it will break, right? So I don't think it will break, but crazier things have happened before. Could ETH dump? Yeah, I mean it's gonna retrace, right, Tina? It's gonna retrace. So like I said, everything goes up, but everything goes down as well, right? But what we want to be seeing is a nice building or a nice formation of going up, like a ladder, like you go into a ladder, right? So this is very good, right? So basically this, right? So we have accumulation, we go up. We have accumulation, we go up. That's basically what you want to be seeing in a upwards trend. But of course, every time during a movement, and then definitely during a big movement towards the upside, eventually you will have that big retracement towards the downside as well, right? So, but for now, this is basically the easiest way to be trading as well. No Silverflix. I don't have a Discord or anything like that. So let's see. But yeah, let's see. No constant. I think Bitcoin is gonna go to 20K. I think, or 40K, or 60K, or 100K. So funny that some people are even saying like Bitcoin is gonna go to like 400,000 or something like that. Like, I don't know, doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know why people are so focused on these type of like numbers and these type of like projections. Let's put it like that. If it happens, it happens, right? And it's good, but yeah, I just want to make money along the way. That's what being a trader is about, right? Good old times when Bitcoin was 300. Yes, sure. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I still expect pretty much ranging inside this range, maybe a step up higher towards the 11.4, 11.5, back to the top of the thing. Do I think that we're going to be breaking out? I don't think that we're going to be breaking out. We will most likely have a nice monthly close. After the monthly close, I do believe after monthly close by next week, or during the weekend, well, maybe not during the weekend. Weekend is always very slow. Over the next couple of days, a small pullback is what I'm expecting or hoping for, towards this 10.5k ish area, a pullback there. Not guaranteed that is going to be happening. Nothing is guaranteed, of course, but that's what I'm expecting. If that support is being tested and that support is holding up, and then we can launch towards the top side, right? And that's basically how we can how we hope to hopefully make some money. No silver flicks. I don't. The only thing that you're getting from me is basically this. I'm just streaming for you guys for entertainment. That's basically what you're and what you get out of it, or what you take from it is for yourself. Will I be shorting Bitcoin at 10.5? No, I'm not gonna be shorting 10.5. Why would it be shorting Bitcoin at 10.5? That makes no sense. I think you mean 11.5. If you say 11.5, then yes, maybe. Taking a shorting position here is okay, I feel. So around 11.5 is okay to be taking a short position. The reason is because risk management, right? Like if the candle closes above 11,550 or something like that, you can just close you close your position and take that hit. And, or well, even better, just switch it into a long, then you'll probably make some money as well. Yes, I think it's okay, but I would suggest to be in front of your computer if you're gonna try to do that kind of stuff. Like I said, that's like the only shorting position that I would be okay with. So around this 11.5 area here, that would be okay for me. But like I said, make sure that that you put your stop losses and your risk management very well at that point, because Bitcoin can push through it, and then you'll be crying, right? So, but yeah, like I said, I do believe that we are a little bit toppy. Not now, but in the next couple of days, we most likely will be a little bit toppy. Let's take a look at some other indicators, but that we can see something from it. 1 second, not that one. What I wanted to show was here, the Hearst cycle. Yeah, that was basically what I wanted to show. So as you can see here, the Hearst oscillator, as you can see, pretty green, pretty green, very toppy. The yellow line, the slow oscillator is reaching that very, very toppy top line here of the green zone. So that's what basically what tomorrow is about. So that's what I mean is, like, yeah, most likely we'll have a small retracement back, and as you can see here, somewhere back into this area here. Currently the medium cycle top is at 10,385. So maybe we pull back down, wick back down there. But as long as we don't close any high time frame candles below 10,450 or this green box here, right? If we don't close high time frame candles below that green box here, there's nothing really to be worried or concerned about, right? So that's basically what I'm waiting for. Let's take a look on some expected moves towards the top side. I'm thinking about silver. I think I think gold and silver, both of the charts still look really good. So I don't think it's topped out just yet, but there might be some danger in the future when the Dixie is going to be making that comeback. If the Dixie makes the comeback, the US dollar index is making the comeback, then most likely it's going to make that retracement finally. But yeah, other than that, the charts still look really, really good for gold and silver, to be honest. Anyways, let's take a look on some expected move charts. Expected move chart, what are you saying? So the first standard deviation towards the upside is 11.4, which is kind of what we could be seeing, right? And the first standard deviation toward the downside is back to 11k. So would not break any structure at all or anything like that. Mainly pretty much around that zone, right? 11 to 11.4k. If we get the monthly close there, perfect, right? Perfect. That's basically what I was saying. you won't be seeing much on the Stokes, as you can see when we are in a trending movement. Then yeah, you won't get any information from that. What we do get some information is from the RSI, and the RSI is still above the EMA, so nothing bad there. Very similar on the daily as well. On the Stokes, as you can see,
it's just flippering around, and as you can see here, the RSI is still very much above on the bullish area as well. So short term, maybe in the 4 hour is, can we see? Yeah, 4 hour is the Stokes are current towards the upside once again. So short term, seems like we are going to go up a little bit more. So let's see. Yep. Link is starting to be Link closed the 4 hour candle below the R2, so most likely pulling back now. What is our ETH doing? Yeah, ETH is it closed above here, but like I said, I do believe that ETH is gonna make a push back up higher, just making a small pullback, just back towards the top of the channel, and most likely gonna keep continuing to go up. That's what I'm expecting with the RSI making this formation. So I think ETH is looking good, and Bitcoin ranging maybe towards 11.4, maybe spike swipe touch a little bit 11.4 there, maybe just 11.3 once again. It's very possible as well. Somewhere around that range is what I'm expecting. But what I'm way more interested in is, of course, the monthly close. Yeah, let's see tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a huge, tomorrow morning 8 o'clock in the morning is going to be a huge day. Let's see what the monthly prints. Right now, as you can see, a Nasdaq as well, beautiful 10,900 right now, back immediately already. And yeah, for the people who don't see the correlation, as you can see, nice push towards the upside, and of course Bitcoin also nice push towards the upside. So very similar as well. So yeah, is there anything else that I want to say? No, that's it. In short, waiting for my ETH to show me to print me some Lambos. That's basically what I'm waiting for. ETH print me some Lambos. That's what I'm hoping. I hope that we go to like 350 or something like that later tonight. 350, or if we are lucky, to 360, of course. That's very toppy though, 360. So I would already be happy if we go to 350. That's a nice number also, right? 350 for Bitcoin. Maybe a small spike up towards the upside as well, tease the people. 11.5, if we do get to 11.5 or something like that, might be interested in taking a short. Probably, if I'm still awake, I'm probably gonna take that short, because I do believe that we'll get rejection from there, at least for a small amount towards the downside. I don't think we will be breaking it immediately, but like I said, be very careful when you're trying to short in a trending market towards the upside. So be very careful with that if you're trying to be doing that. But other than that, everything looks good. And then next week, or in the next couple of days after the monthly close, we pull back to 10.5, and then we pump up for Bitcoin, and then Ether is going to be slowing down a little bit, and then all the altcoins are going to get raped a little bit. But well, that's when Bitcoin is shining, right? So yeah, let's make some money. ETH, print me some money. Bitcoin, show me what you've got. Are you gonna follow ETH or not? Or are you just gonna be ranging? Most likely Bitcoin is just gonna be ranging. But show me a good monthly close, and then tomorrow is gonna be an interesting day and an interesting stream. So hope to see you guys again, same time, same place, 7:30 p.m. UTC plus 8. Please like, share, comment, and whatever you want to do with this channel. And then yeah, hope to talk to you guys, and hopefully we will see a very nice monthly close. Other than that, yeah, this is the market to be making money in. And if you're not making money in an uptrend or in
in a well where everything is just buy the dip, then then well, let's hope we get a real bull run. Then it's really impossible to be not making money, right? If you remember in 2017 when we just basically every dip was bought up. Well, let's hope we get that kind of situation once again, and then everybody is going to be driving Lambos.